A grand welcome to Wouten Studies Online. In this session, we are going to discuss about RL network. That is the transient behavior of RL network when excited by a DC. Now, consider a source-free RL network. Source-free means here there is no source. We have an element inductance and a resistance R. Now we are assuming the inductance have an initial current I0. That means at t is equal to 0, the initial current across the inductor, that is IL0, that is equal to I0. So the polarity across the resistance is marked as plus minus, and that of the inductor is marked as plus here and minus here. Let L be the value of inductance and R be the value of resistance. Now we want to derive an expression for the current I of t in this network. Okay. Now for this network, we can apply Kirchhoff's voltage law for this loop. So I am applying KVL for the loop. So the voltage across this resistance, that is VR plus, we are moving from higher potential to lower potential, VL, that is equal to 0. Then voltage across the resistance is equal to R into I of t. So we can write I of t into R plus voltage across inductance, that is given by L di by dt. L di of t by dt is equal to 0. Now we can write this expression as di of t by dt plus R by L into I of t, that is equal to 0. I divided the expression throughout by L. Okay, now take the Laplace transform of both sides of the equation. So this becomes S into I of s minus I of 0 plus R by L into I of s, that is equal to 0. Now take the term I of s. We get S plus R by L into I of s, that is equal to I0. And we are assumed I of 0, this is equal to I0. So we can write I of s, that is equal to I of 0 is replaced by I0 divided by S plus R by L. Now take the inverse Laplace transform. This indicates I of t, that is equal to I0 into e raised to minus R by L into t. Okay. So this is the expression for current through this circuit. This is a source-free circuit. There is no voltage source or current source. Initial current in the inductor due to the stored energy in the inductor. That current will decay through this resistance. Now we can write I of t, this is equal to I0 into e raised to minus t by tau, where tau is equal to L by R. This much second. The tau is the time constant of this circuit. We have current I of t against t. So this is an exponentially decaying signal. When t is equal to 0, that is I of 0, that is equal to I0 into e raised to minus 0 by tau, that is equal to, this value of this is equal to e raised to minus 0, that is equal to 1. So this is equal to I0. So at t equal to 0, the value of current is I0. Then this current will exponentially decays to 0. Okay, I am drawing a tangent at this point. So this tangent will meet at this point. This is called tau. So this time duration is called time constant of the network. When t is equal to tau, the value of I of t is this point. So when t is equal to tau, we get I of tau, that is equal to I0 into e raised to minus tau by tau. So this is equal to I0 into e raised to minus 1. The value of this is equal to 0.368 I0. Or we can write this is equal to 36.8% of I naught. That means when t is equal to tau, the current decays exponentially and reach 36.8% of its initial value of current I naught. So we can define time constant is the time taken for the current response to decay exponentially and reach 36.8% of its initial value of the current. So that is the definition of time constant. When t is equal to 5 times the time constants, the response will reach almost zero value or dies out. So this is the transient response of a source-free RL network. And we have known that for an RC network, time constant tau is equal to RC. And for an RL network, the time constant is equal to L divided by R. So we can write RC is equal to L by R, or R square is equal to L by C, or R is equal to root of L by C. Okay. We have discussed the behavior of capacitor when excited by a DC. So the capacitor can be considered as a switch. That means this is replaced by a switch. When excited by a DC, at t is equal to 0, that is initially, what happens? The capacitance behave like a closed switch when excited by DC. And when t is equal to infinity, that is under steady state, the capacitor is replaced by an open switch and no current will pass. That is I is equal to 0. So this capacitor is equivalent to an open switch. Similarly, we can replace inductance also by a switch. So initially at t is equal to 0, this switch behaves like an open switch. So the equivalent circuit of a inductor is replaced by an open switch and no current will pass through the circuit. And at steady state, the inductance is equivalent to an closed switch. That is, at steady state, that is t is equal to infinity, when an inductor is excited by a DC source, then the inductance is equivalent to a closed switch. In the ideal case, the inductance will offer zero resistance for the flow of DC. Okay, so the current will flow. So this is the equivalent diagram of an inductance. Theory and derivations for these things we have discussed in detail in the previous lecture. You can refer the previous lectures for the concept of these two things. Okay, now if a network consisting of more than one inductance and resistance, then we can find the time constant tau, that is equal to L equivalent divided by R equivalent, where R equivalent is the Thevenin's equivalent resistance. That means R equivalent is equal to Thevenin's equivalent resistance RTH. This resistance we can find by short circuiting the voltage sources and open circuiting the current sources and disconnecting the inductance in the circuit. If there is a dependent source, we can't short circuit or open circuit the dependent source. So we can only open circuit the independent current source and short circuit the independent voltage source for finding RTH. Similarly, we can find the equivalent inductance. Okay, now consider the problem. We have an RL network. We want to find the time constant of the circuit, and choices are given 1 second, 1.5 second, 2/3 second and 4 second. And we know that time constant tau is equal to L equivalent divided by R equivalent. Now in the circuit we have only one inductance. So L equivalent is equal to 2 Henry. Now R equivalent is equal to the Thevenin's equivalent resistance that we want to find. That means R equivalent is equal to RTH. Okay, now for this circuit we want to find RTH. So there is a current source and this is an independent current source. So we open circuits the independent current source and disconnect the inductance and find the RTH. So I disconnect this current source and I have a 1 ohm resistance here, a 2 ohm resistance here, and this inductance is disconnected. So RTH is the equivalent resistance when looking from this terminal. Since there is an open circuit, so no current will pass through this loop. So we can neglect this resistance. So looking from here, we have only one resistance and the circuit is look like this. This is our RTH. So RTH is equal to 2 ohm. So the value of RTH that is equal to 2 ohm. So time constant tau is equal to L equivalent that is equal to 2 divided by R equivalent that is equal to 2 that is equal to 1 second. So option A is the right answer. And second question is also to find the time constant of this network. In this network we have a independent voltage source of 5 volt and 3 resistance and 3 inductance. Now we want to find the time constant tau, and we know that time constant tau is equal to L equivalent divided by R equivalent. Okay, so finding the L equivalent, we are looking the circuit from here. So I am disconnecting all the resistance and we can short circuit the voltage source. Okay, so this is 2 by 3 Henry, 4 Henry and 2 Henry. L equivalent is equal to 2 and 4 in parallel. That means 2 parallel 4 that in series with 2 by 3. 2 into 4 divided by 2 plus 4 plus 2 by 3. That is 8 by 6 plus 2 by 3. 8 by 6 means 4 by 3. That is 4 by 3 plus 2 by 3. That is equal to 6 by 3. That is equal to 2 Henry. That is the equivalent inductance, L equivalent. We want to find the R equivalent, that is Thevenin's equivalent resistance of the circuit. So what we have to do is we can disconnect this inductance and short circuit this voltage source. So the circuit will look like this. We have a 4 ohm resistance, here a 4 ohm resistance. This voltage source is short circuit. Then we have a 1 ohm resistance here. So this 4 and 4 is in parallel, that is 4 parallel 4 that in series with this 1 ohm resistance. This is our RTH or R equivalent resistance from looking from this terminal, RTH. So the resultant of this is 4 into 4 divided by 4 plus 4, that is 8 plus 1, that is 16 by 8 plus 1, that is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So time constant is equal to L equivalent is 2 and R equivalent is 3, 2 by 3 second. So C is the correct option. This problem is to find the initial value of current. Statement of this problem is the circuit is in steady state for a long time. When t is equal to 0, the switch is closed. Then we want to find the current through the inductance when t is equal to 0 plus. That means we want to find IL0 plus. That is the current through the inductance at t is equal to 0 plus after the switch is closed. For t less than 0, the switch remains open. That means t less than 0, the switch remains open. Okay, and the circuit is under steady state. So this condition exists for a long time. So for t less than 0, we can draw the equivalent circuit as 10 volt and we have a resistance of 10 ohm and an inductance of 10 millihenry, and this branch there is no current flows since the switch is open. An inductance can be replaced by a switch. This is the equivalent of an inductance. Under steady state, this switch is closed. So the switch is closed under steady state. So we can replace the inductance by a closed switch since the circuit is in steady state condition. So our inductance is replaced by a closed switch and no current will pass through this since the switch is open. And we are analyzing the condition for t less than 0. So we can represent this current by IL 0 minus. That is a current passing through the inductance. So for a time less than 0. So what is the current through the circuit? So the current through the circuit is 10 volt divided by 10 ohm. That is equal to 1 ampere. So IL 0 minus is equal to 10 volt divided by 10 ohm. That is equal to 1 ampere. And use the property of an inductance to find IL 0 plus. That means for an inductance, current through it cannot change suddenly. That means IL 0 minus is equal to IL 0 plus. So when the switch is closed, the current through the inductance is same as that of the current before closing. So this is equal to 1 ampere. So correct option is C. Similarly, in the case of a capacitor, the voltage across a capacitor cannot change suddenly. That we have discussed in RC networks. That means VC0 minus is same as that of VC0 plus. Okay, this is a property of a capacitance and this is a property of an inductance. Question. Now we want to find the value of I0, that is a current through the 6 ohm resistance, V0, that is a voltage across this 3 ohm resistance, and IL, that is a current through this 2 Henry inductance for all time, that is minus infinity less than or equal to t less than or equal to infinity. So we want to find the expressions for I0, V0 and IL for this circuit. And the statement that the switch was open for a long time. At t is equal to 0, the switch is closed. So for t less than 0, the switch remains open. So no current will pass through this. Since the switch is open for a long time, that means the inductor is in steady state condition. So we can draw the equivalent circuit for t less than 0. That means for t less than 0, we can draw the equivalent circuit as we have voltage source 10 volt and a resistance of 2 ohm and the switch is open. So we can replace that switch. That switch is not required. Then we have a 3 ohm resistance. Then we have a 6 ohm resistance here and inductance. Since the circuit is under steady state, so we can replace the inductance by a short circuit, that is by a closed switch. So our inductance is replaced by a closed switch. And now this is the current through the circuit IL 0 minus, that is the current through the circuit before t less than 0. Okay. Now this is the current I0. This is a voltage across 3 ohm resistance, that is V0. Now we want to find V0, I0 and IL. Let IL be the current through this inductance, that is a short circuit switch. Since at this node we have short circuit path is available and a resistance path of 6 ohm is available. So a short circuit path is available. So all the current will pass through this branch and no current will pass through this 6 ohm resistance. So I0 is equal to 0 for t less than 0. Since this short circuit and 6 ohm are in parallel. When a short circuit path is available, the current coming to this node completely flow through this short circuit path and return to the voltage source. So no current will pass through this is ohm resistance. Okay, that means for t less than 0, I0 is equal to 0. Okay, so what is the value of V? Now we want to find the value of V0 and IL. Since I0 is equal to 0, the voltage across the 6 ohm resistance, that is voltage across 6 ohm resistance, that is equal to 6 into I0. I0 equal to 0, that is equal to 0 volt. We can replace this resistance since no current will pass through this resistance. So the circuit is reduced to this. Now we have a 2 ohm resistance and 3 ohm resistance in series. And IL is the current passing through this network. So IL is equal to 10 divided by 2 plus 3, that is 5, that is equal to 2 ampere. So the current through the inductance for t less than 0, that is IL is equal to 2 ampere. Now what is the voltage across this 3 ohm resistance? That is equal to 3 into this 2 ampere. That means voltage across the 3 ohm resistance V0 is equal to 3 ohm resistance into 2 ampere. That is equal to 6 volt. So we derived the current I0, V0 and IL for t less than 0. So that is for the period minus infinity less than t less than 0. So for minus infinity less than t less than 0, I0 is equal to 0 and V0 is equal to 6 volt and IL is equal to 2 ampere. Okay. T greater than 0, that for t greater than 0, that at t equal to 0 plus, what happens? The switch is closed. So we can draw the equivalent circuit as we have a 10 volt, then a 2 ohm resistance. The switch is closed. Then we have a resistance of 3 ohm, a resistance of 6 ohm, and an inductance of 2 Henry. So this is 2 ohm. This is 3 ohm, 6 ohm. So this is our circuit. Now this voltage is represented V0. This current is I0 and this current is IL. Now we want to find the expression for V0, I0 and IL. For t greater than 0, the expression for current through the inductance for an RL network is IL is equal to I0 into e raised to minus t by tau. Okay, this much ampere. So tau is equal to L equivalent divided by R equivalent. At t is equal to 0 minus, that is t less than 0, the value of current, that is IL 0 minus is equal to 2 ampere. So at t is equal to 0 plus, IL 0 minus is equal to IL 0 plus, that is equal to 2 ampere. So the value of I0, that is initial current through the inductance, that is equal to 2 ampere. Since the current through an inductance cannot be changed suddenly, that we already told. Now IL of t, that is equal to I0 2 into e raised to minus t by tau ampere. Now we want to find the Thevenin's equivalent resistance R equivalent and L equivalent so as to obtain the value of time constant tau. For that purpose, what we have to do is we short circuit the voltage source. So we have an independent voltage source of 10 volt. So I am short circuiting this voltage source. Then we have a resistance 2 ohm. Here is a short circuit path. Then 3 ohm resistance and 6 ohm resistance. We disconnect the inductance. So this is the RTH. So this is 3, 6 and 2. So this 2 ohm, we can draw this 2 ohm here. Okay, 2 ohm. So at this node, a short circuit path is available. So this short circuit path, the resistance of this short circuit path is 0. 0 is parallel with 2 ohm resistance. Okay. So 2 into 0 divided by 2 plus 0, that is equal to 0. So the equivalent resistance of these two branch reduces to 0. So we can replace this 2 ohm resistance. So our circuit look like this. Now this 3 and 6 is in parallel. So RTH is equal to 3 into 6 divided by 3 plus 6. That is equal to 18 divided by 9. That is equal to 2 ohm. So the value of RTH, that is equal to 2 ohm, is equal to 2 ohm. And in the circuit, we have only one inductance. So L equivalent is equal to L, that is equal to 2 Henry. So tau is equal to 2 by 2, that is equal to 1 second. Now we find the value of time constant tau, that is equal to 1 second. You can write the expressions for current ILT for t greater than 0 as 2 into e raised to minus t by tau. Tau is equal to 1. So this is equal to e raised to minus t this much amperes. So this is the expression for current. Now we want to find the voltage across this inductance. That means voltage across this inductance, that is VL is equal to L DIL by dt. The value of inductance is 2 Henry. That is equal to 2 into derivative of this term, that is d by dt of 2 into e raised to minus t. That is equal to, this 2 can be taken outside. 4 into e raised to minus t. This much minus, the minus sign here, this much volt. Okay, so the voltage across this inductance is minus 4 into e raised to minus t volt. We want to find the volt current through this 6 ohm resistance, that is I naught. Since this branch and this branch is in parallel, so this voltage across this inductance is same as that the voltage across the 6 ohm resistance. Voltage across 6 ohm resistance, that is equal to same as that of the voltage across inductance, minus 4 into e raised to minus t, this much volt. That is I naught is equal to V6 ohm, voltage across 6 ohm resistance divided by 6. That is equal to minus 4 into e raised to minus t divided by 6. That is equal to minus 2 by 3 into e raised to minus. Now we want to find the value of V0. Now for this circuit, we can apply Kirchhoff's voltage law for this loop. That is, apply KVL for this loop. That is V0 plus VL, that is equal to 0. So V0 is equal to minus VL. So the voltage across this 3 ohm resistance V0 is equal to minus of VL. VL is minus 4 into e raised to minus t. So the minus of minus, that is become plus, that is equal to plus 4 into e raised to minus t, this much volt. For t greater than 0, the value of V0 is 4 into e raised to minus t volt. I naught is minus 2 by 3 into e raised to minus t ampere. This much ampere. Okay. IL is 2 into e raised to minus t ampere. So we can write I0 is equal to 0 for t less than 0 and I naught is equal to minus 2 by 3 into e raised to minus t ampere for t greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so this is the expression for I naught for all time minus infinity to t. Minus infinity less than t less than infinity. Now the value of V naught, this is equal to 6 volt for t less than 0 and for t greater than 0, the value of V naught, that is equal to 4 into e raised to minus t volt. This can be assumed for t greater than or equal to 0. And the value of IL, that is current through the inductance, that is equal to 2 ampere for t less than 0 and is equal to minus 2 by 3 e raised to minus t ampere for t greater than or equal to 0. So this is a complete value of I naught, V naught and IL of t for all time t. Next class we will discuss about the transient behavior of RLC network for excited by some inputs. Okay, thank you, bye.